Marqos, Mark, chapter 12. And he began to speak to them in parables. A man planted a vineyard and put a hedge around it, and dug a vat for the winepress and built a watchtower, and let it out to farmers, and went away. And at harvest time he sent a servant to the farmers to receive some of the fruit of the vineyard from the farmers. And they seized him and beat him, and sent him away empty-handed. And again he sent them another servant, and throwing stones at him, they wounded him in the head, and sent him away, having insulted him. And again he sent another, and they killed him, and many others, beating some and killing some. He had one more son, his beloved. He sent him last of all, saying, They shall respect my son. But those farmers said among themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance shall be ours. So they took him and killed him, and threw him out of the vineyard. What then shall the owner of the vineyard do? He shall come and destroy the farmers, and give the vineyard to others. Have you not read this scripture? The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This was from Yah, and it is marvelous in our eyes. And they were seeking to seize him, but feared the crowd, for they knew he had spoken the parable against them. And leaving him, they went away. And they sent to him some of the Pharisees and the Herodians to watch him in a word. And when they came, they said to him, Teacher, we know that you are true, and it does not concern you about anyone, for you are not partial to any. But teach the way of Elohim in truth. Is it right to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Should we pay or should we not pay? And he, knowing their hypocrisy, said to them, Why do you try me? Bring me a denarius to look at. And they brought it, and he said to them, Whose likeness and inscription is this? And they said to him, Caesar's. So Yeshua said to them, Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to Elohim what is Elohim's. And they marveled at him. And Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came to him, and they asked him, saying, Teacher, Moshe wrote to us that if a brother of anyone dies and leaves his wife behind, and leaves no children, his brother should take his wife and raise up offspring for his brother. There were 7 brothers, and the first took a wife and died, leaving no offspring. And the second took her, and he died, leaving behind no offspring. And the third likewise. And the 7 left no offspring. Last of all, the woman died too. In the resurrection then, when they rise, whose wife shall she be? For 7 had her as wife. And Yeshua answering said to them, Is this not why you go astray? Because you do not know the scriptures, nor the power of Elohim? For when they rise from the dead, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as messengers in the heavens. And concerning the dead, that they rise, have you not read in the book of Moshe at the bush, how Elohim spoke to him, saying, I am the Elohim of Abraham, and the Elohim of Yitzchak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. He is not the Elohim of the dead, but Elohim of the living. You then go greatly astray. And one of the scribes coming near, hearing them reasoning together, knowing that he had answered them well, asked him, Which is the first command of all? And Yeshua answered him, The first of all the commands is, Hear, O Yisrael, Yah our Elohim, Yah is one. And you shall love Yah your Elohim with all your heart, and with all your being, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the first command. And the second, like it, is this, You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other command greater than these. And the scribe said to him, Well said, teacher, you have spoken the truth, for there is one Elohim, and there is no other besides him. And to love him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the being, and with all the strength, and to love one's neighbor as oneself is more than all the ascending offerings and offerings. And when Yeshua saw that he answered wisely, he said to him, You are not far from the reign of Elohim. And after that, no one was bold enough to question him. And Yeshua, responding, said, while teaching in the set-apart place, How is it that the scribes say that the Messiah is the son of David? David himself said by the set-apart Spirit, Yah said to my master, Sit at my right hand, until I make your enemies a footstool of your feet. David himself calls him master. In what way then is he his son? And the large crowd heard him gladly. And in his teaching he was saying to them, Beware the scribes, who like to walk around in long robes, and like greetings in the marketplaces, and the best seats in the congregations, and the best places at feasts, who are devouring widows' houses, and for a show make long prayers. These shall receive greater judgment. And sitting opposite the treasury, he saw how the people cut copper into the treasury, and many rich ones put in much. And a poor widow came and threw in 2 small copper coins, which amount to a cent. And calling near his taught ones, he said to them, Truly, I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all those putting into the treasury. For they all put in out of their excess, but she out of her poverty put in all that she had, her entire livelihood.